In what has to be round 5 of James versus a cheap action camera, today it's the SJCam SJ7 Star in the spotlight, a not quite as cheap GoPro alternative that may well be worth its slight price premium. Super quick aside before we jump right into today's video, I've decided I'm going to give this camera away if you would like to win it. All you need to do is share the Facebook post linked in the description below and like the GeekaWhat Facebook page. Don't worry, more Instagram, Twitter and YouTube exclusive giveaways to come. You got 2 weeks, best of luck. The first thing that stuck out to me about this camera is its weight. It's pretty heavy. The kitchen scales reaffirm that belief, with the camera coming in at 160 grams, the Hero 5 for comparison coming in around 116, although this camera's waterproof housing undoubtedly has some weight. The weight here is a sign of good quality build though, and I've never really seen anything like it. It has chamfered metal edging and accents, a glossy black touchscreen and soft plastic buttons. They're not only click but satisfyingly are also super nice to touch. The front has a power button and settings button with 2 of the camera's LED indicators here. There's a further 2 on the back of the camera, subtly hidden in the screen bezel, with the record button up top lighting blue when the camera's on and flashing during a recording, a nice premium touch. Talking of premium, the metal used here certainly gives a MacBook-esque Apple kind of look, which I love, and the front design, whilst pretty generic, is well thought out. The side of the camera is nicely transitioned to by a clean corner curve, the left side sporting a micro HDMI, mini USB and micro SD card slot. The other side simply displaying a range of logos such as Wi-Fi and 4K, which this camera does of course feature. The bottom of the unit features a battery door which of course houses the battery, a 1000 mAh affair. This is around the same size I've seen in other cameras, although only one is included, which is a bit of a downside. In the box, as with other GoPro alternatives, you get a whole host of accessories, like seriously. This camera in its top packaging compartment has a mini USB cable, 2 of these really cool twisting helmet mounts and a rubber lens cap. The bottom beefier compartment has a replacement housing back door which works with the camera's touchscreen, but it does limit the waterproofing of this unit down to 3 meters. There's then a camera cage for mounting it with full access to ports and the like, no waterproofing with this on obviously. We also have replacement sticky pads, 1 cheap red backed one and 1 really sticky 3M one. You then get 2 less fancy and non-swiveling helmet mounts, once again one with 3M sticky stuff and the other with the cheaper and less sticky red stuff. Then there's a handlebar mount, tripod to GoPro mounts in both male and female tripod screw varieties, and 3 right-angled 3-prong adapters, GoPro compatible of course. Finally, we have a blue cloth for cleaning and a user manual. The camera does of course also include a waterproof housing, which is waterproof up to 30 meters, and it also withstood my batter it with a hose and hope it doesn't leak test with flying colours. Before I jump into the touchscreen and menu system, I'll put together a montage of this camera's footage at varying resolutions, frame rates, lightings, etc, etc. vlog and microphone test of the SJCam SJ7 Star in light wind with no external housing installed. It's also in very good lighting, so you should be seeing some good results here. This test filmed at 3840 by 2160p, so 4K. Jumping into the menu system, it's as easy as tapping anywhere on this camera's touchscreen in order to get into it. You can first choose the recording settings from 4K at 30 frames per second down to 2.7K at 30 frames per second, 2.5K or 1440p at 60 frames per second, at 1080p up to a whopping 120 frames per second, and also 720p at 240 FPS, although this FPS seems completely unnecessary and 720p is a huge resolution dip. The menu really does let you change a whole host of settings, from time-lapse video, slow motion, loop recording, ISO, white balance, exposure compensation. It's a really exhaustive list, though auto is probably where it's at for 99% of people, even a video nerd like me. Overall though, I love this camera. I think it does a great job and provides some really fantastic footage, from its solid build quality to its good value for money. It's great to see how far companies such as SJCam have come from the bulky, not great quality action camera, the first I ever bought and took skiing almost 3 years ago, to the M20, an action camera I reviewed around a year ago now by SJCam, and also this camera here. It really is good to see. For more videos like this though, smash that like button, drop a comment below letting me know what you think of this little unit, hit me up on Twitter, it's at GeekaWhat, and finally make sure to subscribe, because I'll see you in the next GeekaWhat video.